Do you think polarization accelerated by AI only happens in social lives? Wrong! It happens also in economic aspects. Just like the negative team mentioned, one of the members would rather choose AI doctors rather than human doctors. But how about you are the human doctors, replaced by AI? What do you think? The auto-driving car projects in Google, Uber, and numerous traditional automakers are in the rage in the past few years. According to the Los Angeles Times, self-driving trucks would replace 1.7 million American truckers in the next decades. Also, trucking jobs and other many similar manual jobs pay middle-class wages to those people without college degrees. That is to say, AI takes away major jobs which help socially vulnerable groups. In turn, AI speeds up social inequity. AI is bad for humanity. Maybe you will think, or you are wondering, that only happens in blue-collar workers? Definitely not. Just like AI machine also replace physicians. The prestigious think tank, Brookings, published a 108-page paper last year about how AI and automation influences. Automation happens in every single field, every single job fields. That is to say, various workers ranging from restaurant servants, office administrators, even radiology analysts and physicians are not immune from this AI COVID. AI destroys many career options. Then how about the situation outside of the States? Maybe many of you have ever heard of McKinsey, the very famous private-owned consulting firm, made a projection based on 3 assumption scenarios, whether we are in early, mid, or late automation adoption phases. At the midpoint assumption, there will be 400 to 800 million jobs around the world be automated by 2030. That is in 10 years. Just as my teammate mentioned, not only Elon Musk, Stephen Hawking warned about AI, Li Kai-fu, the famous scientist and the founder of a Chinese venture capital, also claimed several times that AI and automation take some 40% of jobs around the world very soon. To conclude, jobless claims are not just numbers in US government report or news. Every single number represents a heartbroken and depressing family. Dear fellow Toastmasters, please take one moment. Think about if any one of your friends or your families lost their job or have unpaid leaves during this COVID and their situation. AI could bring hundreds or thousands worse outcomes than this COVID. Think about it.
You mentioned that jobs will be replaced by AI, and that's bad. But the truth is, there aren't enough doctors in Africa. Don't poor people deserve medical services?
They do, but how about so the AI will provide them service in Africa?
Yes.
But I think there will be more options than just AI for medical.
As Shannon mentioned, there are a lot of dangerous jobs that AI can take for us. For example, the 3D jobs, dangerous, dirty, and difficult jobs that nobody wants to do. If AI can do these jobs for us, why is it bad?
We are talking about overall AI is bad for humanity. If there is some specific, very dangerous or people don't want to do it and AI do it, that is not bad for humanity. And then that is not our argument in our team. We are talking about AI will take not only those kind of jobs, but overall a lot of jobs that will be taken by AI, and that is bad for humanity.
From your statement, it seems that you think as long as AI gains the ability that people have with their jobs, people will be eliminated. But actually, AlphaGo already be the best human players, but professional Go players still exist. And instead, AI system is helping professional Go players to learn better skills. What do you say of that?
That is because people want to see people play with each other. Nobody wants to see two computers play with each other. That is why AI is helpful in that way.
And actually, AI can create a lot of career options. For example, if an engineer is replaced by AI or a mechanic is replaced by AI, maybe he or she can learn new skills and become an AI maintainer or an AI engineer. So there are new career options AI can create.
AI does create new career options, but AI creates more threats for those people who are vulnerable. They have no access to those training. And that is more dangerous. That is what we are more concerned about.
Actually, before industrialization, people didn't have to go to company to work. Because of the Industrial Revolution, a lot of people lost work too, and that's not a fault of AI. So we will have changes anyway. Then why is that the fault of AI?
Every new technology brings new jobs, but the problem with AI this time is the speed. Everything is about speed. Everything happens too fast. Everything I just mentioned will be happening in next 10 years, and those people have no time to regain new skills, and they could not find jobs in other areas. That is bad for AI.